Thinking of the challenges that we face in conservation and that really we face as humanity, the way we have been satisfying our needs has been beyond what really the planet can replenish every year. We need to think about different ways of doing things. And that's where conservation comes in, because we're here to help with solutions. And if we give nature the space she needs, then we all benefit. Plants benefit, and animals benefit, and people benefit.
Conservation is an endeavor that requires the engagement of many actors, individuals and organizations working together around the world. But can you imagine if each one of us was working in isolation? Given the magnitude of the threats we're facing and how quickly they change, we need to collaborate, coordinate, and learn together as efficiently as possible. If we had a common language, could we accelerate collaboration and cooperation? If we had a common underlying coherent framework for conservation practice, could we share and learn about what's working, what's not working, and why more quickly and efficiently? The conservation standards were developed by many conservation organizations from around the world with the intention of providing such a common platform for collaboration, communication, and learning. The standards provide a clear and simple framework for conservation project design, planning, management, monitoring, evaluation, and learning.
The standards are usually depicted as a cycle of 5 steps. For a new project, you typically start at step 1, but for existing projects, you can start anywhere around the cycle at the step that's most relevant to where your project's currently working. Step 1 is the assess stage, where you set out the basic details of your work, things like setting out your vision for what it is you hope to achieve, and then identifying your targets, the things you care about, the species, habitats, communities, the things that you're trying to save. With that behind you, step 2 then is the plan stage, where your team can work out exactly what it is you want to do, setting out your goals and your strategies. Step 3 is where the real work happens. It's the implement stage. It's about implementing the strategies and the activities that you've outlined and ensuring that you've got the right resources in place to keep that work going. It also covers collecting all that monitoring data that you need so that you're ready for the next step. Step 4 is about analysing and adapting your work. Here with your team, you periodically take a step back and analyse your monitoring data to see whether what you've been doing is actually working or not, asking questions like, is your theory of change playing out as you expect? The last step, step 5, covers the principles for sharing your work with your internal and external audiences.
It is a flexible and accessible process, so it doesn't depend on a specific amount of resources, which makes it widely usable in the world.
The conservation standards are not owned by anyone, and yet they're owned by everyone. They're the common property of the conservation field. The standards provide a vital means to help us dissolve organizational barriers that often stand in the way of greater collaboration and learning, and aid us to unify our efforts to all pull in the same direction, to tackle the threats our natural world faces and achieve our conservation goals.
By using a common language, it enables us to tap into a global collective of practitioners who can help us advance by sharing lessons of what worked, what didn't work. It gives you the language to really listen to each other and figure things out together in a way that helps us build a better future together.